Okay, we know what was in the framework for gun control, but now we know what was taken out. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What is up, Wolverines, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are brought to you by 1776 Supply Co. 1776 Supply Co. sells everything that you need for your new build, whether it's a 3D printed firearm or if it's based on a P80 kit. 1776 Supply Co. has everything that you need. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist, and I keep an eye on 2A issues that you need to know. If you can do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe, it would mean the world to me, and it really helps get my voice out there. Today we're going to be talking about the new framework for gun control. We're going to be talking about what was taken out. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and review what's in there. Local funding for red flag laws. Basically, they're going to give money to the states to enact red flag laws in localities as well. There's also the closing of the so-called boyfriend loophole, which is BS. If someone has a domestic violence charge, their gun rights are taken away, but this goes further and takes away the gun rights of someone that they are dating. Basically, it is stripping your rights away because you are associated with someone else who had their rights stripped away. It's a big pyramid scheme, and once we get to the top, there'll be no one left with gun rights. Then there's enhanced background checks for people under 21. They're going to check juvenile records, which we have always been told are sealed, and they're going to be checking mental health records. Then they're going to go to the local authorities and check with them, whatever the hell that means. So we have that. Now that we know what was in the framework, let's go ahead and talk about the things that were taken out of the framework. The first thing that was taken out of the framework is a 21-day waiting period for all firearms purchases. Basically, they wanted to do a national waiting period for buying a firearm. So when you went to buy a firearm, you would go ahead and fill out the papers, pay for it, and everything else. And then you would have to wait 21 days to come back and pick it up. That was stripped out of the framework. Another thing that was stripped out of the framework was background checks for all commercial sales, which I'm not really sure what the hell that even means, because if a company sells you a firearm, you have to go through a background check. Only private sales are exempt from background checks on a national level. So I'm not really even sure what that means. An assault weapons ban was also stripped out of the framework. So the Democrats wanted an assault weapons ban. They did not get that, which I'm pretty sure they knew they weren't going to get it, and that was just a ploy to get what they got. They also wanted to ban high-capacity magazines, what you and I refer to as standard capacity magazines, any magazine holding more than 10 rounds, they wanted to ban. That was stripped out as well in the negotiations. Then Democrats wanted a background check for just those people under the age of 21. That did not fly either. Then Democrats wanted a safe storage law for firearms. That was also rejected and stripped out. And enhanced criminal penalties for firearms that got in the hands of someone that caused injury if the firearm was not stored safely. What storing safely is, I'm not really sure what the hell they consider that. They also wanted to lower the bar for what's considered a shall purchase in gun trafficking, which means a lot of different people would be guilty of shall purchases. Does that mean if you bought a firearm for your husband for Father's Day, would that mean that is a shall purchase? Who knows? Whatever it is, it was stripped out. But we still need to fight what's in there. And I have a couple ideas on how to fight. I am putting a list of Republicans that we can push to vote against it that currently are voting for it. There's around 13 that are. 4 of them are retiring, so those guys are useless. We can't really pressure them. But there's other people that are not retiring that we can push to flip the vote. It's going to take an Herculean effort, but we can do it. There's also something that I call Operation Commie. And Operation Commie is connecting with people like AOC and far left Democrats in the House that want to see tougher gun laws. We can push them by saying, reject this because it's not strong enough, and maybe they will reject it. I know that's a long shot, but right now we are doing everything possible to get this bill rejected. There's some other stuff that I am doing behind the scenes that I really don't want to talk about because I don't want to tip my hand. But those are just a couple different things that we can do. So now we know what's in there. We know what was supposed to be in there that didn't make the cut. And we can use this information to go forward. Okay, that's it for me today. Remember, you can always go to my locals at johncrump.locals.com, where you can help support the work that I do on this channel and in my writing and all my other endeavors. Remember, bellaswish.org is still up. bellaswish.org is a virtual toy drive that we are doing in memory of my niece. You can get the link down below and buy a toy on Amazon. It will go to my sister-in-law, Jessica DiNatale, who will deliver it to the local Ronald McDonald house. All right. Have a great day. I love you very much. Stay ever vigilant. Stay ever free. Keep in the fight. I am out of here. Wolverines, motherfucker.